If I could go back in time to when I first started working out in the gym and change literally just one thing, it would be to start tracking my lifts. I spent probably 6-7 years in the gym not tracking my lifts ever. I would just go in there and just train hard. Yeah, I would train to failure and I would be getting stronger week by week. I was just kind of going in there and doing whatever and assuming that I was getting stronger every week. And I did get stronger, I did get bigger, but this past year or so, I started actually tracking my lifts. So I'm not too meticulous with it, but I kind of just write down what my PRs are on each machine and each different type of machine too, because I go to different gyms sometimes. They have different types of machines, which is kind of annoying, but that's besides the point. That has made training so much more of like a video game. Like I go to the gym and I know my rep scheme. Like today, I just hit legs and I'm getting on the hack squat. And I could have, if I was just not tracking my lifts, I could have just threw, whatever, 3 plates on, repped it out and been like, all right, that was hard. Let me move on. But I checked my log from last week. I'm like, okay, I got 3 plates and 25 on each side for 6 reps. So I need to get 7 today. Like I have to get 7 or else I came in here and literally made no progress. There was no point in even showing up to the gym. So when you have that mindset of like, if you don't get that extra rep, there was no point in even showing up today and putting in the first 6 reps, it's going to make you push, bro. Like I should have failed after 6 reps. But in my head, I'm like, if I don't get this 7th rep, I should have stayed home. There was no point in showing up. So I'm like, all right, guess we're going for it. I go for it. And what do you know? I get it. It was like the hardest I've ever had to push for a rep ever, but I got it, which means I got stronger. I progressive overloaded. But yeah, guys, like tracking my lifts has made it so much more enjoyable and like a legitimate challenge to try to overload and get stronger, and less of just like, oh, I have to show up to the gym, go through the motions and do whatever. Now it's like a game almost, and I'm itching to, like, on my way to the gym, I'm just like, I gotta beat last week's reps. It literally was a game changer. I'm getting stronger way faster than I was previously. So start tracking your lifts. It's going to make the gym like way more fun. If you feel like you're kind of just going through the motions, the best thing you can do to start growing, and especially if you feel like you're plateauing, aside from looking at your dietary intake, start tracking your lifts and just start making it a game to try to beat last week's reps every time.